Sprocketeers, welcome back to the channel. My name's Sappy Sprocket and today I've got something super exciting for you. It is a look at the Triumph Speed 400. Now this isn't a full review, this is no ride impressions just yet. But I am going to walk you through everything about this bike, from its design to its specs, to how it feels sitting on it and what I can expect when I finally do take it for a spin. So is this the new king of small displacement roadsters? Well, let's go find out. This one was completely my fault. So first things first, just look at this thing. Triumph absolutely nailed the aesthetics on the Speed 400. You can see that there's been a strong influence from its bigger brothers, the Speed Twin and the Street Twin, but in a smaller, more accessible package. Now we've got that classic round LED headlamp, a muscular yet compact tank, and a really clean, minimal tail section. The gold-coloured upside-down forks adds a premium touch, and overall the fit and finish are really impressive, which, to be honest, this is something you've come to expect from Triumph. It's at least something I've come to expect from Triumph. So this is their bread and butter, making really nice premium-looking machines. Oh, just look at this tank, guys. It's stunning. Triumph really didn't skimp out on the little things when it came to this bike. The engine casing, the exhaust design, the frame, it all has that solid, genuine, expensive kind of feel to it, and I love it. It's really nice. Guys, just look at this bike. It is absolutely stunning. From the tank to the engine casing to the exhaust, all of this looks really, really premium. It is a very, very beautiful machine. As I was saying, everything about this bike looks more expensive than it is. Now on to ergonomics and rider comfort. So we do have a seat height of 31.1 inches, which is 790 millimeters, which is great. It's approachable for shorter riders, but still roomy enough for taller folks. Now me, myself, I'm 5'7", 170 centimeters, super tall, and I can put my feet easily on the ground, but again, I am on the taller side. Now in terms of the handlebar position, it's slightly wider, but it's still really relaxed, giving you that upright riding stance. And in terms of the foot pegs, well, they're a tad rear set, which should make the bike more fun in the twisties, but still comfortable enough for commuting. Now in terms of comfort, there's no aggressive lean, there's no wrist strain, and I could easily see myself doing a couple of 100 miles on this thing without any issue. What about the technology on the bike? Now let's talk about the dash. We've got this hybrid analog digital display, which honestly, you guys know how I feel about analog. I think it's a little outdated, but again, I am not the consumer this bike is aimed at, I'll be completely honest. I love the digital section. I love that it gives you the gear indicators, the trip meters, the fuel levels, and even, you know, the traction control status, but I've never been a big fan of analog speedometers. I'm never going to be a big fan of analog speedometers. Don't come at me in the comments. Also with this bike, you get ride by wire throttle, which means smoother power delivery and switchable traction control, a rare feature for this style bike. In terms of the switchgear feels really solid. There's no cheap plastics here. It's simple and it's easy to use, just how I like it, because I am also simple and easy. Okay, let's talk about engine and performance, as well as my expectations. So let's talk about the heart of the Speed 400. We have a brand new 398cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine pumping out around 39.5 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 27.7 pounds of torque at 6,500 RPM. Oh God, that was hard to remember. Now on paper, those numbers might not sound wild, but let me tell you something. This bike only weighs 170 kilos wet, so it's gonna feel really lively. And on top of that, it is actually an A2 compliant machine as well. So it's really great for people who are looking to take a step up in their biking careers. Now, Triumph says that this has a torque heavy power band, so we expect plenty of pull in the low and mid range. Paired with a 6-speed gearbox and a slip and assist clutch, you're looking at a bike that is beginner friendly, but engaging enough for people who are moving on to an A2 bike. So I feel like this would be really good for people who have done their CBT and they're ready to kind of take that next step up. Maybe they're still a bit young to do direct access, or maybe they've done a lot of miles on bigger bikes and they're looking to scale it back with age. It happens, you know, we all enjoy those big bikes in our youth, and then one day our old knees catch up with us. Mine's starting to catch up with me. There's no shame in it. I've started moving to smaller bikes. So They're great, they're great. And to be honest, I think in the UK as well, you really don't need a lot of power. We don't have the speed for it, we don't have the roads for it. You know, we're a small country. Okay, so we absolutely need to test out the exhaust sound because this is a really similar bike to the Scrambler 400 that I borrowed, but I've noticed the twin exhaust is replaced with a single. So I'm really, really excited to give that a listen. Let's go check it out. Okay, let's start her up. Let's give her a sound. Let's check how she sounds. Whoop. Let's check how she sounds. Whoop. Okay, we should probably not play around with keys. I'm gonna take my microphone off, pop it by the exhaust, popping it by the exhaust. That is a nice sounding bike. I'm gonna be honest, that is a nice smelling bike. Oh, what a fabulous sound. Oh, I love it guys. It sounds amazing. Listen. How do I look? I feel like I look so cool right now. Okay, let's talk about the suspension, brakes and handling as well as my expectations. So what's holding this all together? Well, Triumph didn't cut corners here, and we've got 43mm upside down big piston forks up front and a rear monoshock with an external reservoir. Now this setup isn't just for looks, it's going to help with stability and feedback when it comes to the corners. And in terms of braking duties, we've got a 300mm disc up front with a 4-piston radial caliper and a 230mm rear brake disc, both with Bosch ABS. So yeah, we have some pretty solid stopping power. In terms of handling, we have a 54.2-inch wheelbase and a 17-inch wheel setup. So I'm expecting quick, nimble handling, especially in those like urban environments. So we'll see how I get on. So who is the Speed 400 really for? I think it would be really good for new riders. It's got manageable power, it's lightweight and it's confidence inspiring. Also the ergonomics are pretty good. I think it'd be really good for commuters. It's 100% fuel efficient, it's agile and it's also really comfortable. But on top of that, I actually think it would be really good for experienced riders as a great second bike, or also somebody who's had a long biking career and wants to downsize. Now, if you want something stylish, capable, and backed by Triumph's legendary name, I feel like this is going to be a serious contender. Okay guys, so I think the only thing left to do is to jump on this bike and take it for a spin. Now if you guys do want to see the full review, don't forget to hit subscribe and I'll be posting it shortly. In the meantime, ride safe, stay crazy. My name's Sappy Sprocket. Bye! This one was completely my fault.